back, Commanders! A new season is coming in April, and it's called the Crimson Gryphon. It will be a continuation of the previous season of Onslaught and will carry on the traditions of the competitive mode. We plan to test some new game mechanics and introduce a few changes this season before the launch of the next one in the fall. Let's take a look at what's new. The main mode rules remain the same. 7v7 clashes in Tier 10 vehicles using role skills and capturing points of interest. So generally speaking, everything sounds familiar. However, a number of changes aimed at making Onslaught even more diverse and interesting await you this season. Some of them will be actively tested and might remain in the mode permanently. One such feature, modifiers. Modifiers are special tools that change some vehicle parameters within Onslaught. This is a great opportunity for players to diversify their usual vehicle selection, roll out in interesting but forgotten vehicles, and try out some new winning tactics. 2 modifiers will be added to Onslaught during the common test. They will change vehicle hit points as well as the cooldown time of consumables. They might stay in the mode after testing, but it will depend on the data gathered from the common test, and of course, player feedback. So if players don't like the modifier mechanic, it won't be introduced. If they think it's interesting, however, it will definitely see the light of day in the upcoming season of Onslaught. The main tools that players use on the battlefield are role skills, some of which have been reworked for the new season. For example, the One for All skill. If you're playing breakthrough heavies, but your team also has vehicles with different roles, this skill will now increase the major qualification of crew members. The more diverse your lineup, the higher the bonus. For tracked light tanks, support TDs and support heavy tanks, the role skill at level 1 is now available from the very start of battle. For assault medium tanks, the Fury skill will now also provide a bonus to stabilization in addition to its current bonuses. The Inspire skill for versatile medium tanks has become a global skill that affects all allies on different parts of a map and can work with other role skills. The Bullseye skill will now increase the damage caused by sniper tank destroyers, as long as they remain unspotted. On top of introducing modifiers and making changes to role skills, we've added 2 new maps, Glacier and Airfield, which have been adjusted for Onslaught. Now they have points of interest, and the locations of spawn points were changed. Other maps also got their fair share of balance changes, which will now require testing. This is why their improvements will be made based on player feedback from the common test, and will continue right up to the release. Follow the news on our website to keep up with important changes. But no matter which map you fight on, the most important thing is being able to rely on your teammates. That's why enjoyable changes are also coming to the Super Platoon system. Firstly, players with different ranks can now be in the same Super Platoon. For example, you can play with tankers who are in the Gold and Champion ranks while being a debutante yourself. Secondly, solo players and platoons of several players won't be matched against super platoons anymore. The matchmaker will only create battles for a super platoon against another super platoon. The minimap and voice chat, with some changes, will help players communicate with their team. Now, if a player enables or disables voice chat, their choice will be remembered for the next battle. This way, the most sociable players won't forget to give a pep talk at the start of a match. And if you're not a big talker, the increased ping limit on the minimap will let you give many orders. Super Platoon players have no ping limit at all. As before, you'll be getting rewards from 2 reward lines. The first line was changed, and instead of a victory progression, weekly missions available only in Onslaught await you. These missions have rewards like Days of World of Tanks Premium account, credits, and bonds, as well as special lucky chips for which various in-game items will be credited to you. The second line of rewards will be given for your rank achievements, and they include dog tag elements, badges, decals, and the crimson version of the Wing and Claw progressive 2D style. Depending on your rank, the appearance of all elements will change, highlighting your mastery among other players. The Crimson Gryphon season will start very soon. Now's the time for all the newcomers to immerse themselves in the mode, and for veterans to warm up before the launch of Onslaught in the fall. Forward to glory, Commanders!